Hello and welcome to this general astrological overview for the day of April 2nd, 2022. So today we have quite a few things happening, and it all starts rather early in the morning. Let's just get nice and early here, with the moon first forming a sextile to Venus. So this is rather nice. This is like nice supportive energy for getting something that we like, something we enjoy. For those who are I guess up very early on April 2nd, or maybe are located in other time zones where 6 a.m. Eastern time is maybe the middle of the day or something like that, like if you're in Europe, perhaps. Um, but the interesting thing here, though, is that even as the moon forms a sextile to Venus, indicating getting something that we want, something we like, something we enjoy, it also forms this rather stressful square to Pluto, as if to suggest that yes, we get something that we like and enjoy, but there's something powerful, something deep, dark, and maybe psychological connected to it. And that sort of dark energy, if you will, has to be faced or dealt with in some way. So, seems like there's always a catch, isn't there? There's this nice energy, but there's this square to Pluto that has to be contended with early in the day. And it's interesting, of course, just coming off of this new moon conjunct Mercury and Chiron, which, talking about the mental exploration of the healing of wounds, which we're also going to come back around to later, that we would also have this square to Pluto right here, right now, which is similarly indicative of the need to maybe face something a bit deep or dark that has come up. So very interesting, something quite nice, but also something challenging at the same time. However, as we then move forward throughout the day, notice Mercury and Chiron right here, and all of a sudden, boom, Mercury is past Chiron. And so between 9 and 10 a.m. Eastern time, so like we just had the new moon conjunct Mercury and Chiron, well, now Mercury and Chiron themselves are conjoining between 9 and 10 a.m. And so again, this is just more of what we already went over in the last video, basically emphasizing further the mental exploration of the healing of wounds, of letting go, of forgiveness, of inner shifting, of thinking thoughts to deliberately cause inner shifts in yourself and or in another. That is being very much activated right now, and all this is happening in Aries. The moon's still in Aries, so we're experiencing this energy in a very direct, immediate, impulsive, focused on the moment, focused on the now type of way. And as we move further throughout the day, there will be a significant shift in the energy just before 1 p.m. Eastern time when the moon enters Taurus. And so now things slow down somewhat, at least, and we get a bit of a break from, or at least, I don't know, a shift, I suppose, from the rather action-packed Aries energy to a more peaceful, earthy, consistent, steady, hardworking Taurus energy. And we once again feel, especially with it being the moon that enters Taurus, that desire for things being more peaceful. And no wonder after the intensity that we've all just kind of come through, we're like, okay, we want things to be a bit more peaceful now. Can we slow down, please? But of course, we're not really going to slow down very much because, as the moon continues her journey through Taurus, and this doesn't perfect today, but she gets closer and closer to Uranus. And even as soon as she enters Taurus, she becomes co-present with Uranus. And so that destabilizing energy of Uranus, which is in Taurus these days, it's time for that round again this month. And so we may feel that begin to build up, but I mean, I don't know. I think that soon after the moon enters Taurus, we'll probably have at least a few hours of things calming down somewhat and being more peaceful, and maybe we can even enjoy things more than we were when the moon was in Aries earlier. Of course, notice the moon's ruler right now, Lord of Taurus, Venus up here in Aquarius, still not exactly very happy, although she has at least cleared Mars and Saturn, but she's really wanting to get into Pisces now where she's exalted, but we'll talk about that in another video. So as the day goes on, however, we're still not done. Now Mercury conjoins the Sun in Aries, and we can see that that perfects basically soon after 7 p.m. Eastern time. So this is still fairly similar to the energy that we've already been over, except now there's an emphasis on the lighting up of our minds and communication and travel with Mercury conjunct the Sun. And this is a very, how do I put this? This is like an important point in Mercury's general cycles, when it conjoins the Sun. Because, and I don't know if I'm the best at explaining this, but in Mercury's retrograde direct cycle, it's sort of like goes back and forth around the Sun like a pendulum. And every time that it conjoins the Sun is a particular marker or like a demarcation point of where Mercury is in its cycle. And in fact, you can even connect that in with saying that, well, I've read at least somewhere before that when Mercury is a morning star, meaning it rises before the Sun, it is benefic during the day and malefic during the night. And when it's an evening star, meaning that it sets after the Sun, it is more benefic at night and more malefic during the day. So our minds, our communication, our travel is going through an interesting transition point today. And this can also be, I believe, a good time just to get mental work done. And I've also noticed in the past with Sun-Mercury conjunctions, that things tend to manifest involving Mercury things at this time. In other words, again, the mental stuff, communication and travel, but also like technology. I've noticed technological developments seem to occur around Sun-Mercury conjunction. So all very interesting stuff to consider. So that is about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day.